back to the return, folks.
All right.
I lowered the audio a little bit.
I'm gone.
Well, it certainly isn't Baldur's Gate 2, in terms of what I know. Receiving room logbook. How many pages? Eyeball. Why do I have my eyeball? So all shells entering the mortuary to be delivered to the receiving room and logged with the scribe on duty before embalmed and cremated. The records are to be checked to determine if the shell is one of the contracted, and if so, do not prepare the shell. Move the shell to one of the preparation rooms, contact the scribes on duty, and notify them that the contracted shell is to be raised. Okay.
I'm gone.
Coin. Fist irons. These weapons? 2 to 4 crushing, compared to 1 to 3 piercing. Wow.
Done.
I still prefer a, sword and shield, but
all right.
This will do for now.
All right.
Don't need anything.
I'm gone.
Doll.
All right.
You gonna try and kill me? The scribe looks very old. His skin is wrinkled and has a slight trace of yellow like old parchment. Charcoal gray eyes lie within an angular face, and a large white beard flows down the front of his robes like a waterfall. His breathing is ragged and irregular, but even his occasional coughing does not slow the scratching of his quill pen. Greetings. Whoa, Chief, what are you doing? I was going to speak with the scribe. You might know something about how I got here. Look, rattling your bone box with Dusty should be the last thing. Before Mort can finish his rant, the scribe begins coughing violently. After a moment or two, the coughing spell dies down and the scribe's breathing resumes its ragged wheeze. We especially shouldn't be swapping the chant with sick Dusties. Come on, let's leave. The quicker we get to this place, the laugh, the better. Before Mort can finish, the scribe's gray eyes flicker to you. The weight of years hangs heavy upon me, restless one. He places down his quill, but I do not yet count deafness among my ailments. Restless one, do you know me? Know you? There's a trace of bitterness in the scribe's voice as he speaks. I have never known you, restless one, no more than you have known yourself. He is silent for a moment. For you have forgotten, have you not? Who are you? As always the question, and the wrong question as always. He bows slightly, but the movement suddenly sends him into a bout of coughing. He pauses for a moment, catches his breath. I am Dahl. Perhaps you can answer some questions for me, Dahl?
Updated my journal.
Very well. What did you wish to know? Do you know who I am?
Updated my journal.
I know scant little of you, restless one. I know little more of those that have journeyed with you and who now lie in our keeping. Dahl sighs. I ask that you no longer ask others to join with you, restless one. Where you walk, so walks misery. Let your burden be your own. There are others who have journeyed with me. And they are here.
Updated my journal.
Do you not know the woman's corpse interred in the memorial hall below? I had thought that she had traveled with you in the past. Dahl looks like he is about to start coughing again and catches his breath. Am I mistaken? Where is her body? The newest memorial hall on the floor below us. Check the biers there. Her name should be on one of the memorial plaques. Mayhap that will revive your memory. I'll go tomorrow and see if I can find her body. As you turn to leave, Dahl speaks. Know this, I do not envy you, restless one. To be reborn as you would be a curse that I would not bear. You must come to terms with it. At some point, your path will return you here. It is the way of all things, flesh and bone. Perhaps we'll meet again, Dahl. I actually do have some more questions for you, though. Can you tell me how I got here? Front gate is the most obvious exit, but they will not let anyone other than the dustman pass. Oh, how to get out of here, I'm sorry. One of the guides by the front gate has a key to it, but it's unlikely we'll open it for you unless you are extremely persuasive. What is this place? You're in the mortuary, Restless One. Again, you have come. Before he can finish, Dahl breaks into a fit of coughing. After a moment, he calms himself and breathing resumes its ragged wheeze. This is the waiting room for those about to depart the shadows of this life. Been here more than once? Yes, again. You've brought here many times before, Russell. I hope this time would be your last, considering the wounds you had sustained. When will you give up your passions and leave this shadow of life? Restless One. Rest is a good term as any. Something keeps you here, does it not? Something that must be resolved. Some passion that must be quenched before you can reach true death. True death. True death is non-existence. A state devoid of reason, of sensation, of passion. A state of purity. I see. How did I get here? Your moldy chariot ferried you to the mortuary, Restless One. You would think that you were royalty based on the number of loyal subjects that lay stinking and festering upon the cart that carried you. Alright. You sound ill. Are you not well? I am close now to true death, Restless One. It will not be long before I pass beyond the eternal boundary and find the peace I have been seeking. I tire of this mortal sphere. Dahl gives a ragged sigh. The plains hold no more wonders for one such as I. Might be some way I could help you. I do not wish to live forever, nor live again, Restless One. I could not bear it. So be it. Perhaps we're meeting up.
All right.
Alright, so we've got to find a companion, it looks like.
Done.
By the way, for those of you that are not into this type of game, I apologize.
Done.
I love this type of RPG. I don't need voice-acted characters or anything. I love this type of RPG. It reminds me so much of tabletop at home. At home. That's where I am, but tabletop gaming. This is easily one of these Western RPGs, as they're called generally, are just... I love them. Especially Black Isle. Who helped with Baldur's Gate. Well, BioWare did. Oh, man, it's just such great games. The stories in them. And yes, I'm going to be really going through and trying to get a lot of information. As I said, I love these types of games, and I love just getting myself in the story of it. It's actually one thing I think a lot of people got turned on to my playstyle with Dragon Age, and I do plan to play similarly here. Just really engross myself in the game.
I'm gone.
And so you'll see me start to really take to some of the characters and...
Done. I'm gone.
If these graphic styles aren't for you, go play your Call of Duty Modern Warfare and all of that stuff and have fun, and leave me with my crappy graphics old games.
Done.
Because good graphics make good games. Iffy.
I'm gone.
Disemboweled corpse proves how far you can physically stretch flesh without tearing it. Dear God.
All right.
I assume bandages are our standard healing item. Alright, Morton, come here.
All right.
I can't tell you how many countless hours have been logged. Hello, naked lady. Another corpse on a stone slab. There is no indication what the body died of. She's naked, though.
All right.
Oh, God. The stench coming from this corpse is truly nauseating. Someone split open the man's chest and has yet to remove the internal organs. Judging from the stench, the entrails of the disemboweled corpse are dumped here. You see a slight young woman with a pale features. The sunken flesh around her cheeks and neck makes her appear as if she is starving. She seems intent on dissecting the corpse in front of her, prodding the chest with a finger. Greetings. The woman does not respond. She seems too intent on the body in front of her. As you watch her work, you suddenly notice her hands. Her fingers are talons. They are darting in and out of the corpse's chest cavity like knives removing organs. I said, "Greetings." The woman makes no response. I think the dusty chit might be a bit short of hearing, Chief. Let's lay off, shall we? What's wrong with their
Updated
hands?
my journal.
She's a tiefling, Chief. They got fiend blood in their veins, usually 'cause some ancestor of theirs shared knickers with one demon or another. Makes some of them addled in the head, and addled looking, too. Tap the woman to get her attention. The woman jumps and whips around to face you. Her eyes are a rotting yellow with small orange dots for pupils. She sees you. Her expression changes from surprise to irritation, and she frowns at you. Greetings? She doesn't seem to have heard you. She leans forward, squinting as if she can make out. Whatever is wrong with her eyes must make her terribly nearsighted. You. She clacks her taloned fingers together, then makes a strange motion with her hands. Find thread and embalming juice. Bring here to Yvine. Go, go, go.
Updated my journal.
I think that. All right.
I'm gone.
And I'll do as best as I can to narrate this, as making it as interesting as possible for you all.
Done.
And yes, I realize
right.
this game will not
Done.
reach everybody's loves, but,
Done.
you know. I've heard it's a great game with a phenomenal story, and that's
I'm
what
gone.
I really like. What do we have here? Zombie workers. Don't really want to fight any of them.
I'm gone.
I fear I may have to for the embalming
Done.
stuff. I don't know.
All right. I'm gone. Done.
Oh god, this so brings me back to my days of Baldur's Gate, that first Irenicus's dungeon. Oh. Wandering around dungeons aimlessly. Blood-dried covers this. Blood-dried blood. Nothing. Blood on this table is still fresh. Someone has inserted a tube into this corpse's leg. The tube is attached to a strange
All right.
machine next to the slab. There's our embalming fluid.
I'm gone.
Perhaps this is our thread? Embalming fluid. The liquid is cycling through a strange machine. The machine is making clicking
Done.
noises like an insect.
All right.
I'm trying to really get myself into the atmosphere of this game, too. It's
All right.
honestly dark. Alright, so we see
All right.
that.
Done.
May have to set auto run on. Container is
I'm
locked.
gone.
I don't think I have a pick lock or anything, do I? Combat? Fist iron? No, fist iron.
Forced it.
Opened.
Done. Done.
Excuse me. Stop.
All right.
There we go. Ancient copper earring. Closed. Bandages. The copper earring looks ancient. Oddly enough, there doesn't seem to be a hook or any means of actually attaching it to your ear. A series of strange grooves have been carved on the side of it. Alright, I have to cut the video off here. As always, thanks for watching. Tune in the next episode of Planescape Torment. Thanks for watching, folks.